We follow. Da, da, da. We are back. It is time for another episode of Dead to Us. That's my Shire voice, and that is Shire that you hear. We are back, coming to you live from the Content Factory, brought to you by our incredible Patreons. Shout out to all the Patreons for coming through as always. Special shout out. I'm going to give a special shout out to my boy Justin, who he just does $100 a month. I mean, we appreciate the $7 a month, but Justin, that is incredible of you. You are the greatest. Cameron,
Justin's going to be the best man at our wedding.
Justin, you are at the head of the wedding. We appreciate it.
The funny thing is, nobody actually wants to be in weddings.
That's true.
It's expensive to be in a wedding.
That is true. I was supposed to be in a wedding, and I went and I bought a new suit, and I got it tailored. I mean, I bought it at a thrift store for $8.
You don't have to say all that.
But I did buy a new suit for this wedding. I think I was going to look dope, and now it's in a tailor.
He just wears it around the house.
No, we got it tailored for the wedding, and it's still at the tailor because we took it in right before the COVID-19 hit. And the crazy part is it is still ready for the wedding, but the wedding is no longer happening. Mm-hmm. My friends broke up and canceled their wedding. Mm-hmm. Shire was going to do the bride's hair. I was going to be a groomsman. And, you know, I don't want to give a speech, but they probably, knowing who I am, would have been like, speech.
Oh, my word.
Probably not. They probably would cut me off because I'm like Michael Scott at weddings. But I think I might wear it for my TED Talk.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm doing a TED Talk, TEDx Talk.
How does gray look on camera?
I don't know. Nothing I wear looks good on camera. The biggest problem is my face.
They say that you're not supposed to wear black when you do a talk like that because it's like an over assertion of like dominance. You're supposed to wear like navy blue or something, or like brown, but never black, because black makes you like, it looks like you think you're more important than you are.
Well, I'm giving a TED Talk that's pretty important. TEDx Talk, TEDx, not the full TED yet.
Yeah, which is why you can't wear a black suit.
I got to get this TEDx Talk out of the way. I hope it happens. I mean, it's not till the end of August.
It'll probably happen.
If any of you guys want to be at my first TEDx Talk, let me know. I get 10 free tickets, and it is in Lander, Wyoming, which I assume...
Well, you have 8 tickets left.
Who?
Me and Emily.
Oh, you guys are coming? Okay, I have 8 tickets left. So, yeah. But what was I saying? Shout out to all the Patreons. Today, I sent a message to the Patreons, and I'll extend it to everybody else. Today is day 50 since the last time I performed. 50 days we've been quarantined. Feels like more, I think. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know why you're counting.
Because I am. Why? Shire's against counting for some reason.
Well, yeah, because I feel like you are upset about being quarantined this many days, and so that's why I don't know why you're counting, because I'm like, I feel like it just makes you more upset.
It's a prison sentence. Well, I was counting because I was sober.
Well, why don't you start making like X's on the walls?
Well, because you'll yell at me because it'll make our walls look like shit. But I was counting because I was 40 days sober. Then I fell off the wagon for one day, and now I'm back 9 days sober.
Yeah.
But what we're doing, Tone had a great idea. Shout out to Tone Gordon, as always, putting out the dope shit. Tone's going to interview me. We're going to do 50 questions from 50 states. So I sent it out to the Patreons. I'll extend it to you guys. If you think your state is not represented, like Becky came through as always. Sorry again, Becky, Matt Damon. It's so weird that Becky should have already been on, because we should be scheduling stuff, but in some weird way, like now, we were supposed to do this last night. Now it's Monday. Shire wanted to go for a walk. She's in her bathing suit right now trying to get sun, and I made her come down here and podcast. But Becky will be on to talk about dental stuff that'll bring me back some bad memories. I think when I tell Becky about my dentist disaster, she's going to be like, I've talked about him a little bit, but I think she's going to be happy she didn't have to deal with this mouth.
Do you just not care about your teeth?
Well, I do love my teeth.
Well, you love your teeth now, but like in life, like, is it like not a high priority for you?
No, it is, because they hurt so much when I had bad teeth.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
But what Shire's saying is I should take better care of them now. I agree, because tooth pain's the worst. But let me get back on schedule. Becky sent in her question from Kentucky. So Kentucky's off the list. We got a bunch of them. So wherever you're at, if you want to shoot me an email, brandt@brandttobler.com. If you have a question and what state you're from and you want to give a shout out or whatever, send me an email and then Tone will read it on the podcast.
What do you think the hardest state is going to be to get?
I don't know. Probably Alaska, Hawaii. I mean, we already...
You know people in those states.
I don't know. I was going to say Rhode Island. We already got a Rhode Island question. We put it out on Twitter. I don't know. Maybe... Well, hopefully, like, Justin will come with a West Virginia question. I don't know. Hopefully, I think we'll be able to get them all. I'm going to post something today on Facebook and do a little checklist. So I'm hoping people will tag people. What do you think will be the hardest state?
I don't know. Like, I feel like somewhere, like, maybe like Maine or...
New
like
Hampshire.
Do you even know anybody there? Yeah. I have family in New Hampshire and Maine.
Well, I'm going to have people reach out. So if you're in a state you don't think we're going to be able to get, or if whatever state you're in, shoot in a question, and it'll probably be a 2-part thing, and we're going to do it live. Hold on. Sorry. We got to get a sound effect. Let's not waste them now that I have them.
I think you need to be...
Well, do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
And by live, we're not going to do it live, but it will be on YouTube, so you can see my facial reactions to your questions and see how fat my face looks and how long my hair is getting.
Your hair is getting so long.
So I do have a full mullet going on right now. So that's that. If you guys would like to submit a question, we would love to have you on the podcast, and me and Tone will probably be recording that sometime later this week. I also have another exciting announcement. You guys aren't going to believe this, but we have another podcast coming out. But I'm not going to. I'm doing a podcast with my good friend Andrew Slater, a very funny comedian. So the content will keep coming for you guys. I think you guys are going to like this one. It's way different than anything that we do here at the factory. So there's that, and that's that. Anything you want to announce, Shire? Shire's over it. She wants to go back out in suntan. Shire's not.
Shire's on fire.
I am too on fire.
You are on fire just because you've been laying out in the sun. Shire sets thirst traps. She doesn't really even know that she's doing it. But we were sitting on our couch, and Teddy, you guys know Teddy, just started barking uncontrollably. So we went to the backyard to see what was going on. So Shire did. I was sitting on my phone doing stuff. And Shire walks outside, sees a guy up on the roof right above our house next door. And then about 30 seconds later, she's laying in the backyard on a towel.
They were not out there when I was laying out.
In her bathing suit. And if I was a guy working on a house, I'd be like, this girl is really trying to thirst trap me.
No.
The second that she sees me out on this roof, she runs back out. And not laying on a chair or anything, laying on the hard concrete with a towel.
That's
just titties out.
True.
That's true.
That's true, but that's not how it happened.
Okay, how would you? Because that's how I saw it happening.
I was out there already spinning on my wheel in my bikini with yoga pants on and a bikini top before that happened.
Okay, that is true.
And then I was like, I have the worst farmer's tan right now. So it's not a thirst trap because I have, like, you can actually see where a shirt and shorts are on my body. Like, I look like a triathlete. I do. And so after I was spinning on my wheel in my bikini, I decided to lay out. But I have been asking for 50 days now to order lawn chairs for the backyard so that I don't have to lay on the concrete. And you said you shouldn't spend your money on that. So instead I spent it on a giant wheel.
The ring.
But we still need lawn chairs.
So we'll get you some lawn chairs. But yeah, Shire, if I was that dude, I'd be like, this girl is throwing it. I had to go sit outside, eat my cereal.
He also wasn't out there when I was laying out.
To protect my girl.
He was only out there when Teddy was barking at him.
Well, all right. But that made me laugh. I think you probably made his day. A couple 36 H's staring at him from the concrete.
No, he didn't.
Big
Nobody saw me.
Those teddies, you can see them from space.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, and here we go. Time to start the show. A show that we created months ago when the world was going on, and all these topics made sense. Now these topics are about useless because none of the shit we talk about is happening.
What are you talking about? We watch shows.
We watch shows. Shire loves sports, coming and going. Do you have any sports?
Yeah, we watched The Last Dance.
Yes, we are watching a lot of, but that just goes into what we're watching.
Well, it also goes into sports trivia.
What, do you know some sports trivia?
Yeah, I said something the other day that I knew, and you were like, how do you know that?
Yeah, you do. Well, you do trick me with that. But in my defense, anything you say, I'm like, how the fuck did you know that? But your sports knowledge is climbing. We have no sports. I did a podcast today with Jason Kendall, famous baseball catcher. He was in this morning, so I'm going to try to get him on the 31 and tell some stories about baseball. We played catch in the front yard yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm trying to break my glove in.
And I was thirst trapping by hula hooping.
Yeah, Shire's always out in the front yard trying to get the neighbors' attention.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. It didn't work. Just our neighbor came out with her cats next door, and then Teddy tried to get
And
him.
then she got my attention.
Yeah, and then she thirst trapped Shire with 2 kitty cats.
That's right.
So we have nothing in sports this week. As always, sports are canceled. It sucks. What are we watching? Let's transition to what are we watching? What we're watching is the same shit we watch.
No, that's not true.
Oh, wait, we got some new stuff for you
just
guys.
really are a real curmudgeon today. We watched the Unabomber,
Oh, yeah, so we watched.
who Brandt feels very inspired by.
Well, wait, why am I inspired by?
Because you're just being so grumpy. Maybe
Oh.
you're going to start making bombs. Who knows?
We did, which was funny because, again, another shout out to Tone Gordon. Tone sent me a box with a special gift in it, and it had clues. Mm-hmm. And then I opened it up, and it's a Mike Vanderjagt. It's a piece of his Pro Bowl jersey. And most of you know the story about when I stole his Pro Bowl jersey. So Tone found this on the internet, paid a ton of money, I think $4 for it for me, but then tried to send it to me 3 different times. I guarantee he paid way more in shipping than he did buying it. But he did a little research, and Vanderjagt had like 2 or 3 jerseys that day. So one he kept for himself, one was cut up into baseball cards. So I stole Vanderjagt's jersey, gave it back, stole it again, gave it back again, and now Tone brought it back into my life, and it is hanging on the wall in the podcast studio. And then I got another great package from my buddy Nick, who's the manager at Comedy Works, who sent me this incredible framed picture of myself. So I didn't know either of these boxes were coming, which made watching the Unabomber documentary a lot more interesting.
Yes.
But I recommend the Unabomber. Did you like it?
Yeah, well, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
We've really been learning a lot during this quarantine.
Yeah. We've learned a lot about people killing people. Mm-hmm. We watched the Rajnikis.
Rajneeshis. But you know what is good about that documentary? That documentary taught me, because you always hear the saying, "Don't burn bridges, don't burn your bridges," but the biggest thing that I took from that documentary is they said burn the bridges, because there's a reason that you're like walking away from that bridge. There's a reason you cross that bridge and you don't want to go back over there, so burn that bridge down. And I love that.
Yeah, that's been my motto for a long time. I've said that. I've self-sabotaged on stage because there's so many corny comedians like, don't burn bridges. You'll do the same shows on the way up that you will on the way down. You know who says that is shitty comedians, but I always say burn a bridge, because just what you said, sometimes you'll be crossing that bridge and be like, I never want to cross that again. And another thing I always say is someone built that bridge in the beginning, so just build another bridge. You can find other ways to cross without that bridge. So, which is what Shire did. She quit her job, and her new job is hopefully starting on Saturday.
Crazy.
Which is exciting. She gets introduced to her team tomorrow in a
Wednesday.
Zoom call, which is a weird...
Well, my interview is in a Zoom call, which is also weird.
Yeah, but you nailed it.
Yeah.
So we're excited around here. Shire, I have something very special planned for your first day, but you have to wait and see.
Please don't do anything to me.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, stop it. What, you have something very special planned for my first day?
Yeah, it's a big day. You worked at your old place for 4 years, and now you're going to a
Did you buy me a scooter?
Babe. No, I did not buy you a scooter. Shire won't let me buy fun stuff like that, because I tried to buy a hot tub the other night.
He did not. He just keeps saying that he
Well,
did.
I wasn't going to buy one because I don't have any money, but I do have this Amazon credit card, that they gave me.
That he always threatens to use. He's like, oh, I've got this much money on it, so I can just buy whatever I want. Oh, what do you want? I can put it on the Amazon credit card. And I've been working really hard with Brandt on getting his credit up and better.
I've done better.
You're doing great.
I can almost get...
And that's why you're not allowed to buy a hot tub with a credit card.
My credit's almost up to the level that I could rent a movie at Blockbuster now with no credit check. That's
Your credit is almost up to the point where a normal credit card company will give you a credit card.
I know. I've been getting ones in the mail. I have to pay like $95 a year and like 33% interest or something awful, but they'll give me one with a $200 limit or something. But somehow I tricked them into giving me an Amazon card, and that is my constant joke with Shire. I just say I'll buy anything on Amazon, and she'll be like, "You can't." I go, "It's not even real. It's just fake money in the universe." So the other night I tricked her into thinking I bought a hot tub, but she never really believed it. And now the rest of the week I just, anytime I get a chance, say that she ruined my life by not letting me get a hot tub on Amazon. But now she wants a scooter.
I've won. Well, but I think...
Like a Vespa scooter.
Like a Vespa. I honestly feel like if I had one of those scooters, I would die in a car accident.
Well, then we shouldn't get you
That's
one.
why I'm not getting one. I could buy one right now if I wanted to, but I'm not because I don't want to die in a scooter accident.
Well, I think if you... Well, yeah, you don't pay attention. You're not a very good driver, actually.
I'm a great driver. But it's like it's scary. It's just a little tiny scooter, and you're riding in the middle of traffic, and we live in the middle of Denver. It just doesn't seem safe, but it seems super convenient.
Yeah, it would be great for Shire because her new salon is right next to Coors Field, the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
So on a lot of days, parking over there is already tough because it's in the heart of downtown Denver, but a scooter obviously would be better because you can just park it wherever you want. But
I know.
I mean, you could wear a helmet, but you wouldn't want to wear a helmet and mess up your hair.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would wear a helmet because it's just right down the street, but I don't know.
I mean, it's only 2 miles from our house. If
Yeah,
you would
but
stay on the
you have to
side
go down
roads.
20th.
Yeah, but 20th is not that bad if you just... Well,
It seems like a disaster.
yeah. So Shire won't be getting a scooter, I guess not. We'll spend my Amazon money on something else.
They call it a deathba.
So yeah, to my listeners, to our listeners, if some of you guys need toilet paper, and I'm serious about this, shoot me an email, Brandt@BrandtTobler.com. I got free money on my Amazon credit card.
Oh my gosh.
I got you guys. What? We got to help out our people.
That's true.
It's not always about you and your scooter all the time, girl.
All right, so what? We're talking about burning bridges. We're talking about the Unabomber.
Let's burn them down.
We're talking about, what else did we watch? 90 Day Fiancé. Real dumb people on there.
Yeah, it's the same every week.
What
It's
do we
incredible
think?
if you're into
Two
it.
people broke up and one got engaged.
Yeah.
And then the two that are getting catfished do not believe that they're getting catfished, even though they both have hired private investigators that have confirmed that they're getting catfished.
Well, first of all, you didn't even need the private investigators. It's so obvious. But I'll tell you, I had a friend, a very close friend of ours. He got catfished twice. Like I can feel bad for you the first time, which I really don't feel bad. There's so much.
Twice by the same person?
No, two different chicks. And he didn't tell us about it because he was embarrassed as he should have been. But we found out about it later, and we should have never found out about it because I'll never look at him. He's my boy, but I'm like, dude, and he's smart dude. He got catfished twice.
One of my friends got catfished by this guy. Here's why you don't swipe on the hottest guys on Hinge.
No, you still always swipe on the hottest, but have a little common sense.
Well, she did. So it's this guy. They start texting. I think they even talked on the phone a couple times.
Yeah, okay.
And he was like some Australian dude, and he was in town for work, whatever. They made multiple attempts to hang out, but of course it fell through every time, and he had work stuff that came up, whatever. And then so she was like sending him dirty pictures and all kinds of stuff, and then he was like, oh my God, like I got stuck wherever for work and like my credit cards won't work. Well, can you just like send me money? And she was like, that's when her red flags went up because she's an MTV girl. So she's like, oh no, I know what this is. You're a catfish.
But
she blocked him.
There's too much technology, especially now with the height of Zoom. Like you should not, no one should get catfished. You have to be just the dumbest fucking person in the world.
Yeah.
Because you can go through text, you can call people, but then after like 3 or 4 times, it's like, I want to see you.
Well, I mean, on 90 Day Fiance, the 2 people who are getting catfished are like older.
Well, they're old and suckers.
And they don't know. Like the one lady is like, well, his camera doesn't work. And it's like, really?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You can go to any internet cafe, and I think they still have those. They might be, but I mean, any phone in the world has the ability to go FaceTime.
Mm-hmm. And then the guy, his excuse is that she doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
So he only talks to her on this dating site where it translates for you.
Yeah. It's so bad. The show is, if you watch it, you know what we're talking about. It's a wonderful disaster. But I just have no sympathy for the catfish. Every season there's somebody getting catfished, and I'm like, you are such a sucker.
Yeah. Do you think that they're going to like the show Catfish where they actually find the person? Do you think 90 Day Fiance is going to actually find the person for us?
Yes, because when you're catfishing people, you're trying to get money.
But no, but they didn't with the one
they
guy.
did.
No, listen, the one guy from the last season. What was his name?
Caesar.
They never found.
Yes, they did. She was on the reunion. So here's why they'll always find
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she was real.
Well, yeah, but she was catfishing him.
No, she wasn't. She was just playing.
Well,
him.
just taking his money.
Yeah, but she was the actual person that she.
But here's why I guarantee we'll get some closure out of this, because all those catfish people are doing are trying to get money. Mm-hmm. So if I'm a producer of 90 Day Fiance, then I'm going to, because we have enough technology to always find the catfisher, mm-hmm. especially if you're big like that. So then you find them, then you say, hey, we'll give you $5,000 to be on this episode. Who's going to say no?
Oh my gosh, I hope you're right.
I am right. I hope I'm right too, but that's what I would do. I mean,
yeah.
But
how great will it be? I hope that this guy, what's his name?
David.
That's right. Oh yeah, and you thought maybe it was your dad.
You know what's weird about it is because I haven't seen my dad in 20 years. Well, yeah, probably 20 years now, and we don't know where he's at. We've heard he's in hospice. These incredible rumors that it might be over. I might join the Dead Dads Club with Shire, which is another thing that I hold on a sec. We'll get to in a second, but I haven't seen my dad, so I don't know what he looks like. And that guy doesn't really look like me though, does he?
No, and also he is rich.
That guy's not rich.
Yeah, he's buying a $500,000 what RV. I'm like, it's not a party bus. What is it called?
Are we talking about the same person?
Yes. He went and looked at them, and he was like, that was his plan with this Ukrainian girl, is he was going to get this bus and travel all around.
Well, who knows? I don't think.
And he has a vending machine and a gym in his living room.
I don't think he's rich because he has a vending machine. In his
not rich, but
room. But anyway, so then I was like, what if that was my dad? But I've been thinking this is a weird, morbid thing to talk about. Is what I probably shouldn't post anything, but I'm like, what am I going to post the day my dad dies? And I've thought about little posts, big posts, just me and you in Dead Dad Club shirts. I don't know. I should even address it.
It's such a weird thing. Because when I used to always say, if I ever saw my dad on a show like America's Most Wanted, I probably wouldn't even know that it was him. Mm-hmm. But he always looked the same his whole life. So I probably actually would have recognized him. But I just didn't know him. It just got to the point that I didn't know him anymore. And so I was like, when he dies, I'm not going to go to the funeral, but I did. And then I used to always say, when he dies, I'm probably not even going to be upset about it, because it's somebody that I don't know. But then it did hit me a lot harder than I was expecting it to. And I think one of the reasons is because I was forced to go to the funeral. I was not planning on going. Mm-hmm. And all my family members came together and they were like, we're buying your ticket and you are coming because you're his only child and you need to be here. And so...
Were you glad that you went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would have had the closure that I have if I hadn't gone. Mm-hmm. But I also don't think I would have regretted not going. Because,
Yeah.
you know, you don't know what you don't know. But yeah, I definitely cried at the funeral. But I think for me, it was that was the moment that it was final. And that was like the realization for me. So for you,
A couple of things. I don't think I would cry, and then I would just look like an asshole standing there stone faced at the funeral. I think my brother would probably cry, but I don't know. But the other thing is, I would love to. I've been kind of like fishing around with my family members, just trying to get a picture. If he goes to like a family thing, I just would like to see what he looks like. I assume if he walked down the stairs right now, if I saw him, you would think maybe I'd recognize him. But then again, I don't know. Last time I saw him, he had a full head of hair like a ponytail. I mean, he might be bald now. He might have a beard. I don't know if I would recognize him or not.
You probably would.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know.
I mean, unless you've had plastic surgery, which he hasn't, facial features don't change that much.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah. So, I mean, the good thing is I don't think I'll see him. I don't think he has any interest in talking to us. And I have no interest in talking to him. So I think our paths will never cross. And maybe someone will post a picture of him, but maybe not. If he is in hospice, he might just die. And then if he dies in the obituary or something, they'd post. You're not going to post that awful. I mean, there's a chance I may never see him again digitally.
But I still think that even though you're not close with him, you don't know what he looks like, you don't know where he is, I still think your whole life is going to shift the moment that happens and the moment that you find that out, because your whole life up until that point has been wondering where he is, wondering what he looks like, wondering what he's doing, you know, trying to avoid him, and also knowing that he's out there, having this story, and the moment that happens, it is going to be a turning point for you. So you may have different emotions about it at that moment.
Yeah. I mean, we'll never know. I don't think I will really. All those things you said, I do think about, but just rarely think about. Like when we're talking about it, it's not like an everyday thing I think about.
But it's not even it's not even like a conversation anymore once it happens.
Yeah. I'll just say, he's gone. Girl, bye.
And you might not be sad about it, but it's still going to be like a shift in your life.
I wonder if my dad has the balls to write if he is in hospice, if he sent me a letter or something.
Probably not.
I don't think he would.
Would you be sad if he didn't?
No, I don't care. To me, he's dead, really, honestly. He's not. He's gone. Like, there's no. I think my curiosity just wonders what he looks like is the only thing. I don't really want to talk to him. Yeah. My curiosity of where he's at is just to avoid a confrontation. I think he's in Tacoma, but I'll never go to Tacoma, so it won't matter. Mm-hmm. But all the times I go to Vegas, I just don't want him to sneak up on me and be like, hey, son, which I've already talked about on here. I would just be like, I'll be right back, and then be gone. But
yeah,
I just am curious what he looks like, I guess, is the one thing. I definitely don't want to talk to him. I don't want to see him, but I just wonder what he looks like, I guess. Mm-hmm. But like I just said, I may never know. This picture I have, like in my book, might be the last time I ever. I mean, I was so mad the final moments with him in Vegas. I don't really remember that. Mm. I think the last memory I have of my dad is that picture that I have, the last picture I have of us together when we were first going to the trailer park. But anyway, maybe someone will send him a Unabomb and it'll be, oh, how do we get on this rant? But yeah, so we'll see.
We were talking about 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh yeah, 90 Day Fiancé.
And David, who you thought could be your dad. So I think, or I hope that, so the person that David on 90 Day Fiancé has been chatting with is supposedly a Ukrainian woman, blonde hair, blue eyes, big boobs, tiny waist, gorgeous, model, clearly stock image photos.
Just fake as fuck.
She's like posing against a tree, sitting on a bench. Like, these are not just like candid pictures that are taken.
If you want to see what it is, just Google hot blonde with big tits in Russia. It's probably that picture will show up. There's no even creativity to it.
No. It's definitely like probably her like comp card photos from like when she was a model in the like early 2000s or something. But I hope he's being catfished by a dude.
Yes. I used to love watching Catfish on MTV.
I know. They still have it. It's still a show.
I know. I don't know what happened.
What?
Even though, like, I kind of got over it. But I was into it. I used to watch it every single week. The unveil is always the best part.
I watched a crazy catfish that was not what you would think it was. Because normally it's like dating.
Yeah.
I watched one not too long ago where it was this girl that was catfishing another girl just to make everyone hate her.
Yeah.
So she like made a profile with this girl's pictures and her name, her real name, but it was a different girl that was running the account, and she would just talk shit to people and she would online bully people, and she was mean, and it ruined this girl's like entire high school life. She had to drop out of high school and like go to an alternative school, and she was really upset about it. And they finally like met each other, and the one girl who was catfishing the other girl was like, she just was like an online bully, and she like had a lot of like internal like anger stuff.
Yeah.
And she was like hysterically like going through these like waves of like laughing and then like not all in the same conversation, but it was crazy. It's a crazy show.
Makes me think, I bet you I could catfish somebody if I wanted to.
Everybody could catfish somebody if they wanted to.
No, you got to be able to trick them and talk to them. Well, that's what I learned is like what happened to my friend when he's getting catfished. Part of it is you got to reel them in. Then when it's time to meet, then you have to have some tragedy happen so then they feel bad for you. You know, like, oh, we're going to meet up. Oh, no, my mom died. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's some money. Oh, you're going through this. I don't know. It just amazes me, like.
I would feel too bad.
To catfish somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but maybe we'll do it. Just throw up an ad and see what.
I feel bad when you do Craigslist chaos. I can't even sit down
really
here.
built for this.
I know.
But part of me, I don't think it would be that bad to take suckers' money.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, you guys are I got to teach them a lesson.
Well, it's their own fault, but you don't have to be they'll learn their lessons in life.
All right, you're right. Yeah. So we were watching that. The Unabomber's good. I'd recommend that.
Really good. Yeah.
Did we watch anything else this week? We could.
No.
Not really. The same old 60 Days In concluded.
Watching a lot of TikTok.
Yeah, Shire just loves.
It's so great. I understand why the kids love it so much.
Shire watched TikTok and I watch World Star Hip Hop, and we both are.
And we have the TV on, but it's on mute, and then we just.
Yeah.
We're slowly regressing into like our 12-year-old selves.
Yeah, Shire is loving TikTok.
Yeah, but I will say I've been working out a lot more because of TikTok.
Yes.
And I've been doing a lot more handstands and back walkovers and front walkovers and all kinds of acrobats, which is entertaining for you.
And I've become the thing I never wanted to be, the Instagram boyfriend, TikTok filmer. She just did it to me today when I'm sitting on my phone doing emails, and she starts doing a handstand in the middle of our living room. And then she just looks up at me and goes, "Don't you want to take a picture of me?" And I was like, does that mean you want me to take a picture? She's like, I don't know. I mean, don't you want to right now? And I was like, okay, hold on. Let me exit out of my emails and let me go do your pose, and I'll take 15 pictures.
It's been entertaining.
That you'll look at and yell at me for not taking the right angles or whatever. That's our life.
You make me sound like I'm a real annoying girlfriend.
No, I'm glad to support you. You come to all my shitty shows and support everything I do, so I can
I take all your unboxing videos.
That is true.
I'm an Instagram girlfriend, and you're an Instagram boyfriend.
Okay.
And we're so famous.
And we are so...
We're influencers.
Yeah, we influence Teddy. Okay, that was what we are watching. Well, you know what we're going to watch, come in highly recommended, is this new Little Dicky show. I think it's called Dave.
Yes.
I've heard a bunch of people say it's great, and some of our comedian buddies are in it. So we're going to watch that. We'll let you guys know next week. Yeesh. What Little Dicky's up to, and Dave, and maybe what David Tobler's up to. Maybe he'll die this week.
We'll never know.
And we'll...
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And we'll never know. Because my grandpa died and no one told me. But that's a story for another time. On to next. What else do we have today?
We do have a Chancellor quote of the week.
It is time for everybody's favorite. Hold on. It is time for...
And now it's time for Chancellor's quote of the week.
This segment might be coming to an end now that Shira doesn't work with Chancellor anymore.
Hopefully not. Chancellor and I have talked a lot about how we want to stay in touch and hang out more. And also Chancellor, well, never mind.
Yeah.
Not going to talk about that.
Give us.
Anyway, Chancellor's quote of the week is, we talked on the phone the other day and he was like, how's your wheel coming? And I'm like, oh my God, I love it, but it's way harder than I was expecting it to be, but I'm getting it. I'm slowly getting it. And he said, girl, you're going to be riding that thing down the bike lane before we know it.
Which would be crazy if you rode a wheel right down the middle of the fucking street. Is that even possible?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a goal, and that is our favorite.
And now it's time for Chancellor's quote of the week.
That was our boy Chancellor, inspiring Shire to ride down city streets, waltzing in her wheel.
No, I don't. You couldn't waltz
or whatever.
You could
called.
Cartwheel down the bike lane, though.
That would be impressive.
I know.
That would that'd be good on TikTok.
I know, but we're probably about a year out from that.
And it's probably,
I can barely waltz.
Okay. Well, all right. What else you got for us?
I don't know. Do you have any?
You haven't. I don't know if we had any really.
Probably just today when I was laying out and you decided to tell me that I was thirst trapping people after I decided to lay out.
All right.
I feel like I was trapped into that.
Shire's just trying to make all our neighbors horny. And she's doing a good job.
That's my goal in life. Just trying to make people horny.
You haven't really had any good all-rights this week. Just the one that we just talked about when you asked me if I wanted to take a picture of you.
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
We've been cooking a shit ton.
Yeah, we've been cooking. We made more Gringo Bandito wings.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Gringo Bandito.
And last night for the last dance, we made some tacos, tri-tip tacos, and street corn.
Patreon Greg came over to watch and eat with us, play a little catch in the front yard. Brought me some stickers for the podcast table. Shout out to Greg, who sends us money but never listens anymore. Piece of shit.
Why doesn't he listen?
I don't know, but he's a very busy dude.
He is a very busy dude and still single. So
still
if anybody wants
single,
to date him,
ladies. Yes. That's the first button I could get to right there. I don't know why I went with that.
Well, anyway, do you have any more songs?
No. We
Si.
Senor.
Senor.
We need to write.
Senor.
We need to write some more songs, honestly. Mm-hmm. We're in a kind of a rut. The countdown, you getting back to work will get us back to normal.
Yeah. I decided I'm going to start setting my alarm. Today was the last day I let myself sleep in. And starting tomorrow, I'm waking up at 7:30.
For what?
Because I need to get myself on a schedule where I go to bed before 2 o'clock in the morning. And I wake up at like a normal time.
I got to start drinking again just because my dreams are so fucking crazy during this.
No, your dreams are crazy because I read an article. You don't have any like new life experiences with other people. So you're drawing from your past and then you're drawing from like, all of the things that you're seeing online or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like morphing into like the weirdest.
Yeah, I think we talked about this on a previous episode that we're going to write them down, and I should have because every single morning I've just woke up out of these crazy ass dreams, and then I try to fight it, and then I go back to sleep. I go right back into the dream. Mm-hmm. So I
haven't remembered mine lately.
I remember mine right when I wake up, obviously, and then now I'm trying to think of what it was this morning. It was the one that was the most clear was the other day when those guys were going to jump me and I was scared and I woke myself up before I got my ass kicked.
That's lucid dreaming. If you can stop the dream or change the dream while you're in it, then that shows that you have so much control over your mind. And it's a thing. It's called lucid dreaming.
Yeah. Well, I was in trouble. They were getting close, and I was like, nope. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See you, dream. I'm out of here. And just like a warp.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Whoa, wrong button.
Jeez Louise. You need to like maybe label your buttons or something.
Well, they're all
so
labeled
you know.
except for that one's just called sex.
That piece of shit up there, I never liked him. I never trusted him.
That piece of shit up there, I never liked him. What's that from?
Godfather. I still have room for like 7 more that I need to add.
I don't think you need any more. Why would you do that to the people?
Sorry, people. They're our friends.
Yeah,
All right.
All right.
Well, we love you guys. Hopefully you guys are all safe and healthy, and looks like we're heading back towards normal, which will make this podcast.
Fingers crossed. Just
A little
send us all your good vibes.
And
that
we're
when we
sending
go
our good vibes back to you
work-
guys.
Yes.
Hope everybody, if you need to work, if you need to make money, hopefully you can. Once again, if you guys have a question, email me, Brandt@BrandtTobler.com. Just say what state you live in and what your question is. You guys know me. I'll answer everything. I'm doing a roast if you guys want some comedy content. I don't know how good it'll be, but we're doing 48 comics, 24 cities. I'm representing Denver with Steve Gillespie, and we are going to battle. Our first one is against LA. I think this week, at the end of the week, we battle LA, Phoenix, and Portland. So I'm going to try to destroy those fucking nerds. So I'll be posting about that on social media. I got to write these.
Later,
I got to write some jokes.
Who are you going to be battling against Portland? Andrew?
No, I don't know. 2 random Portland comics that probably suck. I hate Portland, so that one's going to be the easiest one to write for. Shire's currently braiding Teddy's hair. So, yeah, it's been another week. I hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for, we wish we had more content for you guys, but we just don't do shit. So hopefully you guys aren't doing shit, and this made you laugh a little bit and appreciate if you have a great dad. And don't get catfished, and watch some 90 Day Fiance. If you have a wonderful gay friend, tell him Chancellor says hello. And Becky, I promise we're going to get you on next week or sometime. We got to do these dental stories.
Yes.
Or if any of you guys have a segment you want to call in, it looks like this quarantine shit ain't ending anytime soon. So call in if you have something good. Or email me and let me know.
This is a weird life.
Yeah, this is a weird, weird life. But we're doing it. We're all getting through it. We're going to get back to normal. We're going to be crushing it. But all right, Shire's got to go set a thirst trap for, I think there's some neighbors in the front yard. So Shire's got to go get them 36 H's out there for the people that love them.
Oh, my God.
We love you guys. And we hope none of you become dead.
Two.
So we'll see you guys next week.